thrown back like that. And that gets exhausting really quickly because you're constantly pulling and pushing on the bars to try and stay in control. First mistake that I see people making is just sitting in the middle or towards the rear of the seat. If you're just cruising along, it's not a big deal, but if you're accelerating hard, you're more likely to slide back onto the seat, and that is when you naturally just roll your wrist down, and then you're going to accelerate even more, causing a whiskey throttle accident. So if you're just sitting in the middle of the seat or towards the rear and you give it some gas, you're more likely to slide towards the rear, especially if you don't have a good gripper seat. So what you want to do, if you're having a hard time controlling the throttle without getting thrown back on the seat, you just want to scoot forward almost onto the tank like this. That way, when you get thrown back a little bit, you'll still stay forward or stay in the middle of the seat rather than getting thrown back on the seat. The next mistake I see people making is just snapping the throttle wide open. If you get good traction, you're a lot more likely to loop out on a powerful two-stroke. If you got too much power or there's really good traction, even if there's not good traction, you want to roll on the throttle like that. I'm here in Arizona where it's kind of like concrete with gravel on top, so you need to be really gentle with your throttle control. Otherwise, it's just going to spin. And if you're spinning, you're not accelerating and you're losing control because the rear end can start to slide out like that. Now, if you're trying to control the throttle while standing, you might find it easy to get thrown back like that. And that gets exhausting really quickly because you're constantly pulling and pushing on the bars to try and stay in control. Really simple, but challenging technique is anticipating what the bike does. So instead of hitting the throttle, getting thrown back, and then pulling yourself forward again, you want to, ahead of time, shift your weight forward like that. You want to shift your head, your upper body forward like that. That way you can relax your arms and hands. The natural force of the acceleration is going to go into your legs, so you can hold yourself forward with your legs rather than getting thrown back and pushing with the bars. So head forward, upper body forward. Keep your butt back though when you're accelerating. And it's all about the timing and how much you the timing and how much you move forward really depends on how aggressive you are with the throttle. Because if you're not very aggressive with the throttle, you don't need to move forward very much, just like that. But if you're really aggressive with the throttle, you're going to need to move forward a lot more. Now, this can be a little bit intimidating at first because it feels like you're going to get thrown over the bars. That's why the timing is important. So as you're rolling on the throttle, it's like just before you're rolling on the throttle, you want to shift your weight forward, and then just before you let off the throttle, you want to go back into that neutral position. By anticipating what the bike does, you're going to reduce a lot of fatigue. And a good way to know that you're not doing it right is if your arms and hands are cramping up within just a matter of minutes. It means you're not shifting enough forward or at the wrong time. This is episode 3 in my two-stroke beginner series. So if you want episode 4 on how to control the clutch, you should check out that video. Otherwise, go back to episode 1, 2, and 3 on how to get on, how to kickstart, hot or cold, or if you want to download my free 12 basic techniques guide, you should grab that. The link is in the description below. I'm Kelly Fager from MXHideout. Ride safe, have fun.